And now I think I'm just going to record a video about Death Stranding. Now, it's quite fitting that I'm here right now in this isolated area, and I really do hope that I'm not going to fall down. I'm going to show you that's where I am right now, but it's literally an edge. So yeah, if I slip, I die. But I'm standing on a really stable part of this thing, so I'm not in danger, but still, I mean, it's a nice thought. Now, I actually loved the first Death Stranding game, and that's why it was obvious that I'm going to buy the next episode as well. But still, I was really interested, and I really looked what reviewers, what these official review sites say about the game, and overwhelming positivity around everywhere that I could see, and the game got really high praises. It's basically a bigger, better version of the first episode. So if you liked the first episode, this episode is going to be even more, even better, even bigger. But there was one, the GameSpot review, which took the cake, because they actually really gave the game a really bad score, a 7 out of 10, compared to the 9s and 10s what others gave to the game. And yeah, it was just really interesting that what was the problem? What was their problem with this game if everybody else loved it? Now, essentially, what they highlighted as a problem was the representation of women, especially the 3 main characters in the game. And when I first saw that review, I thought in myself that it's most likely bullshit. But I wanted to play the game myself, and after I played the game, give my evaluation whether or not this thing had some merit to it. And now, after I actually experienced the game myself, I can tell you that I don't know what that guy smoked who wrote that review, but it's just embarrassing. I mean, really. Now, there are 3 main characters in this game who are women: Fragile, Rainey, and Tomorrow. All of these 3 are strong, independent, and I would call non-sexualized women. They are wearing really fitting, nice outfits. Nothing revealing, cut out clothes or anything like that. No shorts or really any sexualized clothing or such. They are extremely powerful. All of these 3 women are literally have superpowers. They are superheroes. Fragile can teleport. Rainey can summon rain around her, and in this universe, the rain is actually called timefall because it accelerates the aging of everything. So everything what the rain touches is getting old and rusty and breaks down immediately. And Rainey can control it. And around Rainey, if you get close to her, this effect is opposite. So if you go farther from Rainey, everything withers away and dies immediately. If you go close to Rainey, everything just resurrects and blooms out and things like that. So she can destroy and heal. And then there's Tomorrow, who have all the powers of BTs, and she's literally a superhero. She can just destroy anything on touch. She can essentially covers in tar. In this universe, everything is covered with tar, so it's a superpower, really. So all of these 3 women are extremely powerful. They are extremely they literally have superpowers. They are good in combat. They in anything. So what can the problem be? What is the problem? What this reviewer is talking about as representation of women. And literally, the only thing remains, what they can complain about, is that they are looking good. They are attractive. That's it. There are no skirt shots or anything like that, which you can just zoom into their cleavage or something like that. Nothing like that. They're wearing really normal clothes. they're non-sexualized clothing. They're not having any form of sexualized behaviors and such. They're not bending over in front of you or something weird like that. Nothing. They are powerful, independent, strong women, and for the matter of fact, Fragile is your boss. She is the leader of the operation. Rainey and Tomorrow, yeah, they all have, in this hierarchy of this situation, you are the main character. You are a blue collar worker. You're not the mind of this operation. You are just literally the guy who picks up the boxes and delivers it. You are the delivery guy. You are the muscle of this operation, even though both Fragile and Tomorrow would be better in your job than you are. So, what the hell are we complaining about? All of these three women are having more power than you. They're having higher position than you. They're literally better than you, the male character in this game. So how can this reviewer just call out that there's something wrong with the representation of women in this game? What's the problem? And you would think that if you are reading the article, the writer would just highlight the problem. But nope, that's not going to happen, because if I read the entire article, the only thing what the writer highlighted is that one character, it's Tomorrow, doesn't want to wear shoes. And it's weird. I mean, seriously? Now, just for context, Tomorrow is getting, without spoilers, Tomorrow is getting into this game by basically we bring her over from another dimension, from a hell dimension. So she's not socialized. She's out of this world. She really doesn't know anything. So during the game, the women in this ship are literally teach her to talk. They teach her how to wear clothes and how to behave and such. And for some reason, she really refused to wear shoes. Of course, she cannot really talk. She cannot really communicate. So there's just one weird thing amongst many, but the player can find out that, yeah, she really don't want to wear shoes. I think, I wonder what's up with that. And later on in the game, we find out what's up with that. And, it has the connections with her powers, but I'm not going to spoil anything. So, yes, she's not wearing shoes is really well explained thing in the game, and it's nothing to do with any sexual thing, whatever. It's not like in a Quentin Tarantino movie where a beautiful actress is just going to put her bare foot in the frame for a prolonged period of time because foot fetish or something like that. Nothing like that. It's not like the camera is zooming on her bare foot or something. Nothing. It's literally just throwaway line. Yeah, she really doesn't want to wear shoes. I don't know what's up with that. And then later on we find out what's up with that, and it's perfectly well explained, and it has nothing to do with any form of sexualization whatever. So again, what is the writer's problem with the representation of these three women? I really cannot fathom. The one and only thing what remained really is that these women are attractive. That's it. Because when you say that it's problematic representation of women in this game, you really should give us something. What is it? Because no, they are not underdressed. They are not eye candy per se. There are no questionable shots, panty shots or something like that at all. They are actually in position of power. They are the leader of this operation. They are the mind of this operation, etc. And there is nothing. They literally have superpowers. They overpowered as hell. There is even a fight scene where one of these women are wrecking everything, but in the same fight scene, you, the main character, couldn't just kill. So if anybody could complain, it would be these alt-right people that this is a woke game. But no, it isn't, because it's a well-written thing. And yet here is this progressive person who's telling us that there's problematic representation of women in this game, and because of this problematic representation, they gave a 7 out of 10 instead of a 9 and 8 like every other news agency. And again, I'm stunned. I played the game myself, and really, what else do you want? And at this point, really, the only thing remained what these people could want is ugly. Make the women ugly. They are too good looking. I mean, I'm sorry, but I cannot find anything else what this person can complain about. And yes, but there is another thing. Because if you read the article, you find that this writer actually complains about another thing in the game, which is this photographing minigame. Namely, that you get a Polaroid machine in the game, and the women on the ship decides that it would be fun if you would shoot a couple of pictures about this. Just make a couple of pictures, and as your character picks up the machine to make some pictures, the women are doing poses, and it is actually, in reality, one of the best parts of the game, because it's actually a really light-hearted and nice moment where what you are spending together with your crew, because these three women you are together with these three women in this ship, and you are doing whatever you are doing in the main quest. So it's just a bonding moment. Let's do something fun. Let's shoot a couple of pictures. We can have a nice time, and it's really nothing sexual. It's really nothing weird or bad. It's just a couple of people close together in a space, having some fun, shooting some pictures to remember each other and these moments, what they are spending together. And so in the story, it makes perfect sense why this scene is happening. Now, the technological aspect of this is actually extraordinary. Literally, the facial animations, the graphics, it's literally photorealistic. And as you shoot with this Polaroid machine, the picture what is created is getting this Polaroid look to it, like a real picture, and it really, really looks like a real life picture. I mean, it's astonishing how good it looks. So in terms of in the technological sense, it's a marvel that it is actually possible to do high quality pictures like this in a video game. And then also, it's just a really good innovation in general to the photo mode aspect of video games. A lot of video games have photo mode where you can just, shoot pictures of the game, and you just get a free cam where you can just float around and make whatever. Now, I generally don't really care about these photo modes because I never use them. It's not interesting for me at all. But, it's good for screenshots and such. Or thumbnails for YouTube, thumbnails for YouTube. But this, what they did in Death Stranding 2, that the characters actually acknowledge the presence of the camera. They're posing for the camera and such. It's just such a good innovation, just such an interesting twist on this really unimaginative photo mode thing, which I really do believe that we are going to see things like this in the future in other video games. This is just such a good innovation in general in the video game space. So yes, it's an innovative new thing in the gaming world, which is actually integrated in the story really well, and technologically is just an awesome thing what you can put in your video game. And this is the thing why GameSpot gave a -1 to their score. This is the thing what the reviewer saw that sexism, and just took away a point from this game. Are you serious? And representation of women, just as a throwaway line. What representation? The good representation of women? What you were crying about? That what you want to see in video games? That representation? Yeah, that's there. Exactly what you want. I cannot wait to see these people getting fired and their news outlets getting bankrupt over the years. I cannot wait. Because, if anything, you should be praising this. And no, I know, they don't. Okay.